Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to another live stream coaching call for mixingmadeeasy.net. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Pardon me. We're going to get started. We're going to wait a few minutes here though, because I want to kind of explain to our non-mixingmadeeasy.net members, what are we doing here and what is this all about? You might be asking. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay in the chat. I think there's about a 45-second delay to YouTube from what I'm looking at on my screens here. So this is our second month in a row where we, November and December is normally when I do this, where I let the general public behind the scenes of our monthly coaching call here at mixingmadeeasy.net. We actually do some mix critiques of some students, talk to you a little bit about the membership, and give you an opportunity to enroll in our family if you're not already. We only open membership usually once a year. It's usually Black Friday week. You know, November, Thanksgiving week is usually when I do it. I just did it this past Black Friday. We got a bunch of new members, which is great. But tonight, we're also opening it up for the next 72 hours. So if Dave would put our link in the chat, that would be great. David S.J. is our moderator on both YouTube channels, working double duty, so everybody behave themselves tonight. And if you want to join mixingmadeeasy.net, you have 72 hours to do so. And then the doors, the enrollment gets closed for another 12 months. And this is the second time I'm opening it this year. As I said, I did it at Black Friday. I'm doing it again for 72 hours, and I'll tell you why in a second. So you guys get a chance to see what we do here at mixingmadeeasy.net, listen to a bunch of member mixes. We're giving away a plugin as part of our monthly mixing contest, which we do every single month. And this time we're giving away the IK Multimedia T-Rax compressor, which is their version of the Distressor plugin on steroids. So that'll be the prize that we're giving away tonight. And we do that every single month. So for the people that are not currently a member and you're just finding this out on YouTube on either Home Recording Made Easy or Mixing Music Analog, welcome to our coaching call. I hope you really dig it. And have some fun. Sit back and have some fun. And to all the members that are here from mixingmadeeasy.net, welcome guys back for another month here. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. And I wish you and your families all a Merry Christmas. We're getting geared up for 2024 at mixingmadeeasy.net. I've already got 4 of the month's content already recorded. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff with some SSL plugins and the UC1. We're also going to be doing some stuff with the new Console One Mark III with all their plugins, which I have sitting right here in front of me that you can't see on camera. We'll be doing that in 2024. And I got a bunch of other surprises as well. And we may even do a couple of mixes over at the console as well, because some of you guys asked me about that, if we can do some of the content over at the console, do some hardware stuff. Don't usually do that. Mixingmadeeasy.net, for folks that don't know, it's all in the box with plugins, different plugins every month, different concepts, different techniques, different set of a different genre of music. But some of our members like when I mix stuff on the SSL with hardware. So I try to do that once or twice a year just to throw in something a little different. We'll do that in 2024 as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. Pretty cool. So we got a bunch of people in the chat on two of the YouTube channels. Let me just say hi quickly, and then we'll jump in and we'll critique some mixes and give everybody kind of a look behind the scenes of what we do here. And then let me tell you a little story to why I opened up the enrollment for another 72 hours. So first off, we got Riff Shatrul. I hope I said that right. Hey man, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. DJ Big Sky, welcome. Eagle Ray Rob, welcome. These are all people from YouTube. None of those are Bobby's Mixing Master Services. Welcome. Bobby Booth, how are you? Tom Kaplan, David S.J., John Pfister. John's a new member here. Hey, John, welcome, brother. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations on joining and signing up during Black Friday. I hope you're enjoying the content thus far. One of our new members, Tony, is here. Hey, Tony, what's going on? How are you? Let's see. Let me scroll. Richard Crow2's here. Hey, Richard, how you doing? We're going to be actually using... Richard actually donated one of his multi-track sessions. This is one of his original recordings that we're going to be critiquing from some of our members tonight. So Richard, welcome. Thanks for letting us use your song. Jimmy Farmer. Hey, Jimmy, what's up? Scrolling down. And Megan, how are you? Good to see you as well. So that's why, let me move my chat off the screen here for a minute. I'll try to keep my eye on it the best I can, or maybe I should move it over here. That's probably a better spot to do it. Okay, so before we jump in, let me just switch the screens here because I'll forget and then you guys won't be able to see the screen. So we're going to be listening to 10 mixes tonight. We're going to do some critiques. So let me tell you just quickly, while we're getting everybody geared in and people are filing in, So why am I opening the membership for another 72 hours, which I never do? I only do it during Black Friday, as I said. So one of the things that you may or may not be aware of, if you're not, maybe Dave will put this link in the chat for us again as well. This Friday, we're going to have the 3 grand prize winners of the Cover Song Mixing Challenge, which was a training course mixing contest we did at homerecordingmadeeasy.com. That course went on sale November 1st. All the contestants that purchased the course and sent in their mixes had to send them in by December 1st, which we got all the mixes in. And we just picked the 3 winners, and it's going to be published on the website on December 15th, which I think is this Friday. And the 3 winners are going to know who won and all that stuff. We're going to announce all the winners on Friday. One of the things that that really kind of surprised me just kind of caught me off guard was we had a mixture of, this was open to the general public. Anybody could have gone in on the mixing challenge. We had a mix of people some people were from mixingmadeeasy.net. Some of the students actually got the course and submitted their mix. And then just as many people are not part of mixingmadeeasy.net. They are just a part of the homerecordingmadeeasy.com ecosystem. Students that have bought random courses from me over the years. And some people that found us from YouTube came in and joined as well. So when I listened to all the mixes for the Cover Song Mixing Challenge to pick the top 3 winners, I had a mixture of mixingmadeeasy.net members, people that have been a member here for several years, that have taken several years of the training here at mixingmadeeasy.net, and then people who are not students. And this is the first time I've ever been able to hear any of those new folks' mixes. And I usually don't do that. Usually the only mixes that I listen to every month, as you're going to see tonight, is members from mixingmadeeasy.net. And I'm comparing them to each other, picking a winner, and trying to give them some helpful feedback to help them improve their mixes. But I usually don't ever get a chance to listen to people from outside the ecosystem and hear their mixes, people that I don't know, new students that are just discovering Home Recording Made Easy or Mixing Made Easy for the first time. And one thing that I realized, and it really made me really happy, and it was great to hear, was there was an amazing difference between the quality of mixes from that mixing challenge that came from mixingmadeeasy.net students versus non-mixingmadeeasy.net students. It was like night and day. It was completely, I couldn't even believe the mixes, comparing them to each other, because like I said, I don't normally get an opportunity to do that. The students that got involved in the mixing challenge from mixingmadeeasy.net, their mixes were head and shoulders above the mixes that weren't students. So it made me feel really good that it's like, wow, okay, I know now after 5 years of doing mixingmadeeasy.net that the training is taking, and that the training is really helping. And I was able to see firsthand and hear firsthand the results of the 5 years worth of training that we've been doing here at mixingmadeeasy.net, because I was able to compare it to people that weren't members. So I thought, this would also be a good opportunity for those folks and anybody else to maybe open up enrollment again for a few more days and let some people get in on it if they're not in on it already. Because after listening to those mixes, and you won't hear that tonight, obviously, but after hearing that, I'm convinced now more than ever that if you really want to get better at this craft, and you're someone who's been mixing for a little bit, or someone that's even brand new, or someone who is, a couple of years into their mixing journey, you are not going to improve any faster than working on new mixes every single month, month after month after month, different style of music, different tools, different teaching, and then have a whole community of other mixers to help you along, give you feedback every month with your mix to help you get better. So if you are not a member of mixingmadeeasy.net, I would encourage you to click the link in the description, the box there in the chat that Dave put in. Go out and check it out, okay? It costs you less than a cup of coffee a day. And you're going to get 12 months worth of training, right? 12 different songs to mix, 3 to 5 hours worth of video training every month for the song that we're mixing. You get to see a mix done from start to finish in real time. And I take you through the mix from start to finish. Every month we work with different plugins. Every month we do different mixing challenges. I give you little goals and little exercises, lots of ear training, okay? We use different mixing concepts and techniques. And then, as you see on the screen here, every month I critique about 10 of the mixes from the students, and we pick a winner and give away a free plugin. So if you ever wanted to join and you haven't been able to, this is the time. It's only going to be open until Friday. Friday night, enrollment closes. We don't open up the membership again until next year. Okay, so get in on it. I'm telling you, and any of our members that are here tonight will contest to how the content and what the training's done for them. Most of the people here tonight, our members, have been here 3 to 5 years with me. Some are brand new, just jumping in like John Fisher, but a lot of these guys have been here since the beginning or multiple years. Go ahead, guys. If you don't mind, go ahead and let people know. What do you think about the content? Has it helped you, and how has it helped you for people that are on the fence, not sure whether they want to join? I'm telling you, after hearing the mixes before and after for the cover song mixing challenge, I'm blown away, and I'm really proud of my students that have been with me for this long. 2 of the 3 main prize winners, I won't tell you who, you'll have to find out on Friday, were MixingMadeEasy.net members. 2 of the 3. The top 2 prizes went to MixingMadeEasy.net members. Why? Because their mixes were far superior than the ones that are not members. So get some training, okay? So anyway, and if you have any questions about the membership or anything, throw it in the chat while we're doing this critique. I'll try to keep my eye on the chat. But again, there's a lot of people in here that will be able to answer your question, okay? So, and then towards the end here, I'll take questions if you have anything specific for me. But while we're listening to some of these mixes and you're getting a little look behind the scenes, go out to the website, check it out. All the information's there. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer it. And you should join right now, okay? Because you're not going to get a chance for 12 months. Okay, so here we are. We have, as I said, Richard Cortu, Live Your Dream, kind of a poppy tune, really cool song. Richard was so gracious to allow us to use the song to mix for our November content, which is really cool. And that's another thing we do, probably 1 or 2 mixes a year. I'll take one of our members, one of their productions, and we'll mix one of their productions for them. We did, I think, 2 or 3 in 2023. I usually try to do at least a couple every year. So not only if you're someone who writes music, records music, has a band or something like that, and you want us to feature one of your recordings or one of our month's content, hit me up and we'll talk about the details, and you can send me a sample of what you got. And we'll use it, because I want to try to help some of our members too. If they have an original song or a band that they play with and they want to hear, 40 people mix their song, get 40 different perspectives or 50 different perspectives, or however many members will submit the mix for that month, they get an opportunity to listen to a bunch of different mixers mix their music, which is a great learning tool for our students as well. Okay, so tonight we're going to listen to Live Your Dream by Richard Cortu. The first mix we're going to listen to is Born. He's a brand new member. This is his first mix. Let's give a mix. Let's listen, and let's see who's going to win our plug-in this month. And again, let me know in the chat once the audio starts playing if the audio is loud enough. I think it will be, but I'll keep my eye on the chat in case we need to make an adjustment. Here we go.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream.
Okay, so far, I mean, this is your first mix being sent in. So great job. Thank you for sending it in. Pretty nice balance. For the first timer, nice job. Sounds really good. Okay, a couple of things that jump out at me right away. That there's, again, these are minor things that you just want to kind of think about. Because once you get to a level of this level where you can get basic balances and stuff, you can do some basic EQ and compression. And clearly you can. There's a few things here you want to pay attention to around the lead vocal in particular. So let's listen to the very beginning here, the intro here. Let's listen to the lead vocal and listen to the compression in particular. how we have some areas that spike out. It's not even, it's a little disjointed.
This dream is still in me. As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all.
So there's a couple of words there. Facing. You can hear those words that just jump out at you where it gets a little bit dynamic and the compressor's not capturing that transient a little bit, which usually when the whole band kicks in, maybe it's not as critical because a little bit more dynamic vocal when the whole band is kind of playing fits a little bit nicer in the pocket. But when you only have something like a piano and acoustic guitar, it gets distracting and it sounds a little undercompressed to me.
Closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for
Okay, so even in that second verse, now that we have the whole band kicking in, it sounds to me like the vocal, lead vocal I'm talking about is very static. There's no automation in it, or if there is, there's not enough. You could hear where things are spread out nice and wide and it sounds really cool, but those things that are spread out nice and wide are just on the verge of being a little bit louder than the lead vocal. Now on a track like this, a pop track, you want that lead vocal to be stand up tall. I would almost hear it a little bit too loud and say, oh, I would probably tuck it in a little bit, then not be loud enough if you had to err on the side of caution. So to me, in the second verse, the vocal could be a little bit louder. It sounds like it's all at the same level as it was in the intro. In the intro, it was fine because we just had a piano and a guitar, but now we got a whole band kicking in.
One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most in being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideals. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my
And there's a lot of little nice little tasty tom fills that are in there that I don't really hear. They're kind of buried, which you may want to pull those out a little bit more. Overall, from an EQ perspective, it sounds pretty good. I'm just really focused on balances now and focused on, I want to make sure I can hear all the little tasty bits.
little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen.
And to me, that little guitar solo, I know it's not really a solo. It's just little licks there. That should be louder in the mix too. It's a little too buried.
One knee on the ground, tears heal me when I'm down. Then I get up again, these moments are part of the dance. Now it's time to play and sing, live my life while enjoying all I love. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes.
I mean, again, overall, really good. I mean, again, I think I make the vocal just a tad bit louder, but overall, it's really solid mix. For your first mix being sent in, this is great. You usually don't get this solid of a mix for a first timer. So this is really great. So you have a good foundation. You can tell when I was pulling up the EQ how we don't have, you can just tell by looking at it that it sounds EQ'd right. And again, for people who are here from YouTube that have never heard me say this, just look at the EQ curve here.
A realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real.
When you have an EQ curve that's, it's not flat, but when you have an EQ curve that's not super dynamic, way all over the place, and you have a low end that's kind of right, but you don't see too many spikes and too many peaks, that's usually an indicator. It's not the end all be all. And it's an indicator that usually when I hear a mix that sounds like the EQ portion of the mix is right, I could pull up one of these EQs here and I can see things look kind of in the middle. There's not too many big boosts, not too many dips, not too many big shelves. Everything looks kind of even, semi-dynamic, but not crazy. That's an indicator. And that's usually what I'll tell our students sometimes. If you're not sure, throw an EQ on your master bus as the last plugin when you think you're done, and run it and see if it looks similar to this kind of a curve.
You could draw the colors of your ideal.
Right? If you have a curve that kind of looks like that, it probably sounds pretty good. Okay, so great job. Nice mix. Again, a little bit on the compression on the vocal. Make sure the vocal, if you're not sure where it should sit in the pocket, err on the side of being a touch too loud, especially in a pop tune. And again, I love the fact that you did a lot of hard panning left and right, but like I've talked about before in the content, and I know you're somewhat new, so you may have not seen it all, but you will coming up over the upcoming months. When you pan stuff hard left and right, you're giving it its own space, you're making it very distinct, and the perceived volume seems to be louder, which is great. You can hear everything nice and clear. But what that does is it can, if it's a little too loud and the center information like bass, kick, lead vocal isn't loud enough, you're going to find that your ears are going to be distracted to the stuff on the hard left and right, and it takes away from the center of the song, which is where the vocal is. That's why I want to make sure you bring the vocal up a little bit more. But overall, a great job. Thanks so much for sending it in. Okay, Jan is up next. Let's listen to Jan's mix. Here we go. Everybody doing okay so far? So far, so good. Okay, everyone looks so good so far. Okay, so right off the bat here, we're missing the melody line. You hear the left hand of the piano, but I don't hear the right hand, which is crucial to the intro. Listen again.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day.
Okay, so there, it's again, EQ-wise, sounds okay. There's a lot of little licks and things in there that I don't hear. The guitar licks are not there. The piano licks are not there. The tom fills are not really there in that first verse there. So I can hear that there's instrumentation missing. It's buried in the mix.
At a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes.
Okay, and there's no background vocals. I heard a little bit in the left ear on one, but the background vocals are buried as well. So let's just keep that in mind. There should be background vocals here for sure.
It's for real. You could
Okay, and here's something here. Maybe can you see it next to my video here? Let me scooch fat Uncle Dave out of the way. Look at our master bus. All right, we're clipping. And it clipped once earlier too. And I've been watching that meter. Now, when you guys send me the audio, I just drop it in. I don't touch it. And I just put everything at Unity. So we've talked about this before. I know Jan's heard this before. We've talked about this endlessly in the content every month, in every coaching call. And I'll say it again, because if I don't say it, I just feel like I'm not giving you guys everything that I'm trying to help you with. You cannot send a mix that clips on the master bus. Why is it on the master bus? Because as much as I keep telling people, but they don't listen, stop using limiters on the master bus. You don't need, especially a song like this. The goal isn't make it as loud as it possibly can to the gnat's ass before it clips. You don't need to do that, okay? Because even though you think you set your ceiling to 0.01, negative 0.01 dB, here's an example where something creeps through and it clips. And this is now the second time it's clipped on the master bus. And if you look at the mix, especially in the choruses, if you look at the meter on the master bus, it is almost at 0 the entire time. You're right at 0, okay? So I know everyone thinks you need to master your song. We've been through this a million times. And for folks that don't know what mastering really is, because most people don't know what mastering really is, go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com, get Mastering Made Easy, okay? Get that course. Even if you think you know what mastering is, 9 out of 10 of you that think you do, you don't. I'm telling you that you don't, and I'm trying to help you. And here, use the coupon code YouTube25 and it'll take 25% off the course for you anyway. There's no reason to master a single track. That's not what mastering is. I would encourage you, and I beg of you, all of my students, stop using limiters on the master bus if you don't know how to use them, and keep your stuff from clipping, okay? Because this is a pretty, well, there's a few other things with this mix, but even if the mix was dead on perfect, I can't give somebody a win for the plugin of the mixing contest when you have something that's clipping the master bus, especially you've been a student of mine for over a year and you've heard me say this 10,000 times. Half of you right now are rolling your eyes at me because you hear me say this so much, but I keep saying it because I want to help you. And every single month without fail, we get at least one mix that clips the master bus because they don't set the limiter properly. They're trying to make the mix as loud as possible because they think that that mix is going to sound better. It doesn't, okay? So I'm going to get off of that now unless we hear another mix that clips. So aside from the fact that you're clipping the master bus, again, intro piano's missing. We're missing some of the little lead guitar lines in there too. There's a bunch of stuff that's buried in the mix here, Jan. So you may want to take a quick look at that and be careful on the master bus, okay? Go get Mastering Made Easy. Every single one of you should watch that course. I'm telling you, everyone that's bought it's told me it's helped them tremendously. We talk about mastering and tracks and all that stuff and how to do it. Okay, here we go. Robert boots up. Here you go, Robert.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of ride. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I'd pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream.
Here's another one clipping the master bus. I just noticed it. Let's back up a little bit. We're at 0 dB. We're at 0 dB on the master fader. Right there. I was going to say, the mix sounds really good. This is one of your better mixes balance-wise, Robert, by the way. This sounds really good. With the fact that we had a couple of little clips there, it sounds great.
Day at a time, I take the road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really pleasant for my soul, true to what I love the most in being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting
The only thing really critical about this, Bob, is I would say I would like to hear the snare a little bit more, drums maybe a little bit buried in the mix, but overall pretty good balance. Pretty good balance.
and I've never seen.
And the guitar solo can be louder too. That, you know, this little solo section.
One knee on the ground, tears heal me when I'm down. Then I get up again, these moments are part of the dance. Now it's time to play and sing, live my life while enjoying all I love. Live your dream.
Yeah, so I would say that the drums are probably the big thing here. I mean, overall, again, one of your better mixes for sure, but the snare could be louder for sure. The guitar solo could be louder for sure. And again, be careful of the master bus. But overall, not bad, Robert. Good job, man. Good job. Okay, Paul's up next. Here we go.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness.
So I'm just adding a little bit of 10K just to give it a little bit of presence. It feels like there's a lot of low mids in here, just trying to balance it a little bit. Not bad though, not bad. The only thing is the vocal to me sounds really, really dry, and it sounds a little disconnected from the music because I think there's more verb on the music than there is on the vocal.
Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most in being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could
I think the guitar solo could be a little bit louder too. The kick drum sounds really good, but the kick drum at times, not through the whole mix, at times seems to overpower the mix a little bit. It's not in balance with the snare at all. I think the snare at times could be a little bit louder as well, depending on where we are in the song. And the only other thing I would say, again, something about the lead vocal sounds a little nasally to me, and feels a little bit disconnected. And I think it's a reverb thing, or the lack thereof.
One knee on the ground, tears heal me when I'm down. Then I get up again, these moments are part of the dance. Now it's time to play and sing, live my life while enjoying all I love.
Yeah, it almost feels like, I mean, I love that you compress the vocal and it's way tall up front, which is great, but it almost seems like there's such a, it almost seems like the rest of the band is so much further back in the mix in the lead vocal. Again, as I was saying earlier, I like the fact that the lead vocal is certainly loud enough, and that's great. And if it's a little too loud, better than not loud enough. But it seems to me that it's so far forward and the rest of the band isn't really with it, and it seems a little disjointed to me.
Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Live your dream.
You know, if you just, I think if you just threw a little bit of a plate reverb on that and kind of made it nice and subtle, it might just fix that problem. Let me just go back here a little bit.
A realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal.
Yeah, I just think if it had a little bit of reverb on that lead vocal, or a little more than what there is, because it is very subtle, which is good. I think that might help a little bit. It may just give it enough to feel like it fits with the rest of the band. And again, I think the snare could just be a little bit louder at times. But again, this is a pretty solid mix. Pretty solid mix, Paul. Great job. Tom Kaplan. Oops, I had to turn you up, right? There we go. Turn up the volume. That would help, wouldn't it?
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to.
Okay, so I like the nice clarity of the vocal here. Again, let's listen to the compression on this again. We'll listen to it from the beginning. Just listen to the certain phrases where her voice just really pops out, where again, I think you got to hit it a little harder with the compressor to shame those peaks, or you could always manually go in and clip gain them. Again, when the rest of the band kicks in, I don't suspect it's going to be a problem, but in the intro, the lead vocal should be a little more evenly performed, not as dynamic. Just listen to the phrases.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try.
Fall I tried, right? And there's a word before it. Just listen to that. It's distracting. It's not horrible. I just want, again, this is more for ear training for folks, just so you can, I want you to be able to hear that and know that, okay, can I hear that? Or does that just, when I'm listening to that, if I don't point it out, does that just breeze right by you? If it does, it's okay. That's why you're here, right? So you're going to, if you're a member, you're going to see this month after month after month. We're going to talk about these things. If you're someone who's new here, you're just finding us on YouTube. These are some of the things we're going to talk about in the content every month. This kind of ear training. Okay, so I want you to listen to that intro, and I want you to hear that in the lead vocal. Even if you decide that that's okay and you like it and you make a stylistic decision, that's totally cool. Even if we disagree, there is no wrong here. It's all subjective and personal taste, yeah? But I want you to be able to hear it. I want that vocal to stand out in your ear, that thing is poking in and out, and then make a decision whether or not it should be that way or not. I don't think it should be. You may think it should be. That's okay. But do you hear it, or did it just go right by you and you didn't even notice it? That's what I want to hopefully get you guys to hear, right?
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream.
Hear that nice snare? Outside of this little lead vocal faux pas that I'm talking about, that mix sounds really good. Great job, Thomas. Listen to the snare that we have not been able to hear in most of the other mixes as well. Listen to the clarity and the crack and the sustain of his snare drum through this verse.
Help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal.
Very good, Tom.
Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen.
The guitar solo can be louder. So I don't think Richard's here. He might have split. But Richard actually played the guitars on this. So poor Richard. Everybody's buried poor Richard in the mix. The guitar should be louder. I think it should be. But you are purple because that is, so far, the most well-balanced mix. The only thing, again, that's a little distracting to me at times is the vocal where it pokes out a little too much. But again, it's not horrible. And if you heard that and you like that dynamic thing and you like that, cool. I just want to make sure that you all can hear it. And so that's a good mix, Tom. Except for the guitar solo should be a little louder. That's it, though. Good job, brother. Nice mix, really. Okay, Tony's up. Here we go, Tony. Okay, I think that piano, that lead piano, the grand piano, should be louder than the synthesizer. Again, to me, it should be, because that's kind of the lead little lickety lick before we bring in the song. So let's listen to that. He's got the pads coming up on one side, the piano coming up on the other, which is cool. But I think you should flip flop the volumes on those.
as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand.
Okay, so the acoustic guitar could be a little bit louder too, Tony. And then this kick drum seems like it's pretty big time, which sounds really good, but it might be a little bit too loud for the mix.
How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives.
Yes, I like the sound of the drums. Okay, here's another song, another mix where we can hear the snare. It has nice clarity to it. The problem is the kick and the snare are louder than the lead vocal. So again, in you know, maybe in a hard rock track, that might be a little more appropriate. In a track like this, remember Fernando, or Fernando Viola, I think's her name, or yes, her, her vocal's the star of the show, right? Not the kick snare. But I do like the tonality of the kick snare. It's just a little out of balance with the vocal, and the piano's a little bit buried as well.
Me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen.
Okay, so the guitar is way buried in the mix there, right? So if Richard's standing in the control room and you're mixing his song and you're at the console, he's tapping you on the shoulder going, dude, turn up my guitar considerably in this particular example. So again, I like the tonality of everything you got going on there. I just think it needs a little bit of a shuffle on the faders there. So the kick and snare is too loud. You need to turn it down. The piano's a little bit buried. Acoustic guitar could be a little bit louder in the beginning, especially. And then here we got to hear that guitar, that electric guitar.
One knee on the ground, tears heal me when I'm down. Then I get up again, these moments are part of the dance.
Okay, so those are the few things that I would adjust on this, but EQ wise, otherwise, the vocal in and of itself sounds good. She sounds great. You did a nice job with the treatment on it. Just the right amount of reverb, not too much. Got a little bit of delay on there, which sounds really nice. But I would just balance some of those other elements, and I think you got a winner there. All right, Tony, great job, brother. Okay, Adam's up. Here we go.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand.
Wonderful clarity on the lead vocal, but the acoustic guitar is kind of buried here. Let's listen to that again. And the vocal's so much louder than the rest of the band. I mean, again, I like that it's loud, but you know, let's just kind of listen to that compared to, let's say, the acoustic and the piano, right? Because those are the three main elements in this intro verse here, first verse, acoustic guitar, piano, vocal. And there's a pad in there too, but the pad can be turned down.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take.
Okay, so again, nice overall, nice clarity, nice openness to the whole mix. So we got again, and this is just, you know, this is a stylistic thing again. And again, it sounds great. It does. I feel, well, other than what I said in the intro, I feel like, again, the kick and the snare, again, I love the treatment in the sound of it, what you did to it tonally. I feel like, at least, especially in this second verse here, I feel like my ears being pulled to the drums because they're as loud as the lead vocal, maybe not louder, but I feel like I'm distracted by the sound of the drums to her voice. I think in this music, this particular style of music, I think that the drum could be tucked a little bit better than that, but it sounds good as far as you did really good treatment on it.
Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present.
You know, if this was and I could be dead wrong again. You guys are listening to one guy's opinion, and again, this stuff is subjective, right? At this point, the artist could listen to that, and if this was a dance track, right, like a dance club track, that kick drum is right where it's supposed to be. Then I would say yes, the kick should be as loud as the vocal because it's what's going to get you on the dance floor and get you moving. In this style of song, I don't know that I would have done that. And I would have went the other way with the kick and the snare. And if the artist would have said, turn them up, I would have turned them up. That would have been my intuition, which doesn't mean that you're wrong. It just means it's just one thing to think about. That's all. But I mean, I love the clarity and I love the openness of everything. It sounds nice and clean. I like it.
For my soul, true to what I love the most and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream, trusting a hand I've never seen.
Well, that's the loudest guitar solo we've heard so far. I would probably pull it up just did that much more, but it's really close. I'm a sucker for, you guys know, people that know me a while, I'm a sucker for open, clean mixes with lots of clarity. That's just my thing. That's what I kind of like, as opposed to the more kind of fat and warm. I like fat and punchy, but I also I want to hear everything, especially in a tune like this. And you can hear everything. I'm not convinced about the kick snare yet, but I'm going to turn you purple because I think it's a really good mix. It's certainly really good. Good job, Adam. Let's listen to Shane's mix here. That was a nice mix.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of rhyme. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on?
We clipping already? Okay, this EQ wise, it sounds good, but I think we got a little clippity clip here. Let's go back and listen. And I think the acoustic guitar might be considerably louder than the lead vocal. I mean, it started off pretty good. Let's listen to that again.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of rhyme. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pre-dream.
Okay, something sounds like in the lead vocal, it shifted there for a second. Okay, does the acoustic guitar vocal thing quickly. I love the sound of the acoustic. It's nice and it's bell-like, crystal clear. Great job on the EQ side of it and the compression side of it. I think it needs a splash of reverb. It sounds super, super dry, and that's why it's pulled forward more than the vocal. The vocal's got some reverb and a little bit of delay, I think I could hear, but the guitar doesn't. And so therefore, the guitar sounds more forward than the vocal. So at least even them out and put them so they sound about the same. I think that acoustic guitar could use a little bit of reverb. But what I also just heard here is something in the vocal changed tonally here. I'll try to point it out, or maybe it's me. Let's listen again.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of rhyme. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more.
Right there. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the reverb went away on the lead vocal. Shane, are you here? If you're here, or if you watch this on the replay, email me about this to make sure I'm not crazy. We go from a vocal that sounds like it's got a beautiful amount of space around it to bone dry in the middle of a verse or in the middle of a phrase.
Right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open.
Right there, it changes. Listen, good. Am I the only one that can hear on YouTube? I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Try to just focus your ear on the lead vocal. And it's going to change right about, I'll point when it's about to change.
Out of rhyme.
Let me back it up a little.
This dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of rhyme. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more.
Right there.
Then I pre-dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal.
Okay, aside from the fact that you're clipping, which we've already talked about that, it sounds to me almost like the reverb got, maybe you automated it and you turned it off or changed the parameter or did it by mistake. But yeah, it changes. And I don't know that I like that. I mean, if it, again, Shane, if you're, I don't know if you're here, you may not be. Oh, you heard it too, Eagle? Okay, cool. All right, great. Sometimes I wonder, I listen to a bunch of these and after a while my ears start to get fatigued, but okay. So if, Shane, if you watch this on the replay, if you did that on purpose, at least let me know. Again, if you're making some of these stylistic decisions, I'm cool with that. I'm more important that that's done on purpose and it's not an accident. Or if you're not sure and you go, that wasn't supposed to happen, go back and check your DAW and see if you can figure out what that is. But aside from that, we're clipping a bunch of times on the master bus. So let's listen a little bit more.
Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most in being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen.
Okay, and a guitar solo could be a tad bit louder, but not bad. But the big thing here is the clipping. It's clipping all over the place. So again, watch that, Shane. You usually don't do that, so watch that. And again, I like to know about that thing with the vocal and the reverb, and something changed there. And again, if you did that on purpose and you were trying to be clever, that's cool. If not, let us know what you did. Either way, I'm just curious. And yeah, I don't know that if that was done on purpose, I don't know that I would have done that. For the reason what I just said. You just distracted the listener. The listener's not paying attention to her lyrics anymore. We're paying attention to why you're listening and you're going, wow, her vocal sounds really great. Then all of a sudden something changes and you go, huh? And as soon as that happens, you've lost the listener. And that's important with a tune like this. So I'd be interested to know. Anyway, Tony's up. 2 more. Here we go, guys. You guys all with me still? I don't know how many people we got here, but hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far. Here we go.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of ride. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand.
Okay, here's another ear training exercise. So listen to this. This is the first lead vocal that stands out to me that sounds like it's compressed properly. Remember on some other mixes where I listen, I go, how come the vocal's jumping out on all these words? It's going, my hero. Remember that? Listen to this lead vocal in the intro and the verse. This is how, when it's compressed right, how it doesn't jump out at you and kind of hit you like with an ice pick. It kind of like, it's, but you could hear every word. Listen to the lead vocal. This is compressed perfectly.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of ride. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand.
Perfect. Does everybody hear that? When we went back and listened to some of the other mixes and I was pointing out that those words jumping out, does everybody hear how you don't get that in here in this particular example, but you could hear every last word of the vocal. that means it's compressed properly. That is perfect. Gold star, brother. Let's see how the rest of the song holds up. Really good job, Tony.
How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time, I take a road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen.
It's a great mix. Guitar solo could be a hair louder, but it's loud enough. It's balanced well. That's the best mix we've heard so far. Okay, so now when you say, well, how do you know that? What do you mean? You know, for folks that are new that don't work with us every month. So here's the thing, because I listen to lots of mixes. When I'm listening to these mixes, when I'm not distracted and I can listen to a mix like this and I'm not, my brain isn't even thinking about what technically isn't working because nothing is distracting me. I'm just in the groove of the music. I could feel this mix. You can bounce to it. It's got plenty of low ends, not too much low end. It's got a nice snare, but the snare's not too loud. The vocal is perfectly compressed, so she doesn't distract me. The reverb is just right. Everything sounds well and balanced. Nothing is distracting me from enjoying what he did here. Okay, with a lot of mixes, you know, there's always something that jumps out at you. You go, what's that? And I'm trying to pick it apart. When I hear a mix that I can't really hear anything that's off, that's a solid mix. You're purple for sure. And I will go back and listen to Adams and Toms in a minute, but you're gonna have a hard time beating those, brother. That's a good mix, man. Really nice job. You took the time to really treat the vocal properly. And I know that in this particular example, that's a time-consuming process. I remember when we mixed it, okay? There's a reason why we chose this song. So you took the time to go through and to get it right, okay? Instead of just slapping a compressor on there and dialing it up and watching the needle move and go, ah, good enough, which is what a lot of mixers do. And that's okay. I've done that too. So, and then you go back and go, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Right? But if you take the time to go through this stuff with a little bit more of a fine-tooth comb, that's the difference between this mix and some of the other mixes that we've heard. Okay? It's about a 10% improvement. Great job, Tony. I'm really proud of you, brother. Okay. Now, you haven't won yet because we still got to listen to our brother, Vinny. Vinny might beat this one. Let's hear. Come on. Come on, Vinny. I have faith in you, brother.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of ride. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move
pretty good balance. The only trouble spot I hear again is a little bit on this lead vocal like we talked about before. And even here, you could hear at the end of this phrase, again, we don't hear, we lose part of the end of her phrases. Again, compression will bring that up, right? Make sure we compress it enough, or you can manually go in with some clip gain and turn up the end of the phrases. Listen to where we kind of lose part of the end of the phrase here. To begin, it's the first or second line of the second verse. Right, kind of their sense of purpose that could be brought up a little bit.
Day at a time, I take the road that's mine. While I let go of fear, the music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. What I need to share is inviting me to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to
I think we're clipping a little bit too. Someone said the freeze froze, and then one of the streams froze. One of the channels that's running, I forget. I'm looking at it. Maybe it froze on the other one. I don't know. We're clipping a little bit here too, Vinny.
to be brave and dare. 'Cause my little gift is to be my dream. Trusting a hand I've never seen. One knee on the ground, tears heal me when I'm down. Then I get up again, these moments are part of the dance. Now it's time to play and sing, live my life while enjoying all I love. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for
Yeah, we got a couple of spots where it's clipping here. It sounds really good. I think it could be a little bit brighter, maybe a little bit more presence, but it sounds pretty good. And the fact that we are clipping 2 or 3 times here, so you got to be careful on that master bus. A couple of you guys said it was, okay, the stream was freezing a little bit. Is it back up? I don't know. We're on 2 channels. Let me just take a quick look here. I'll keep it. Oh, it looks like it, on home recording. Oh no, mixing music analog. It seems like it crapped out. I don't know. It's working on home recording made easy. Okay, anyway, we're almost done. It'll be up here for the replay so people can watch it. And then if you're watching this, if you're a member, it'll be up in your user account tomorrow. Okay, let's dial in these last 3 here, and let's just get Tom, Tony, and Adam here, and let's just pick one, right? That's what we're gonna do now. So I'm going to bring that up, try to level match this thing quickly. Let me just give a quick listen.
as deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try.
All right, pretty level matched enough. Okay, let's listen to these 3. Let's see if we can pick one of these winners.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic scenes. It's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. one day at a time.
Okay, so I like Tony's better than Tom's on this one. It just seems like Tony has a little bit more clarity than Tom does. And again, in that intro, that beginning with the vocals jumping all over the place too. But I mean, Tom, still a great job, man. Okay, now it's against Tony and Adam. So let's start right from about here. Oh, let's back it up a little. Here we go.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait for help to understand. How can I drop this thought? Why can't I just give it up and move on? Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic seems it's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal. Not thinking of this makes me feel the nothingness. Each and every step forward gives me a sense of purpose. One day at a time.
So I like Tony's in that it's a little bit wider. It feels like the background vocals kind of just wraps around those lead vocals really nice. It's a really nice spread, a nice stereo image. Adam sounds a little bit more up the middle, a little bit more mono. Not the whole mix, but the vocal in particular just sounds like it's so direct up front. It just doesn't have that nice width that Tony has. But Adam's is really good too. They're both really good.
I take a road that's mine while I let go of fear. The music of life finds my ears. Really present for my soul, true to what I love the most, and being me. Live your dream, a realm of beauty and magic seems it's for real. You could draw the colors of your ideal.
They're both really good. You know, it's going to come down to this intro. That's what I think. It's going to come down to the intro and that lead vocal.
As deep as I can see, this dream is still in me. Even if all I try seems to put me out of right. Facing all closed doors, my heart leads me to open more. Then I pray dreamland and wait.
Yeah, man, it's close, but I gotta say, I think I like Tony's. I just like Tony's, the way the vocal is treated. It just sounds right. I mean, Adam's is really close too, man. These are really good. They're both good. But if I had to pick one, I would pick Tony this time. Adam, you're a close second, man, and that's a really good mix. But I think Tony, you're the winner this time. I got to give it to you, brother. That's a really good mix. Just the vocal treatment alone, I think, is what kind of sets it apart. But Adam's is really good. And Tom's is great too. And really all of them are good. I mean, you guys all did a great job. So Tony, make sure you email me in the morning or whenever you get some time. I will send you the license for the IK Multimedia pluggity plugin. And yeah, let's get back here to let's get back here and I'll try to answer some questions if there's anybody. So hopefully you guys, let me get my chat room back up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and the stream didn't crash on you. As I know on some of you, it says one of the channels, it looks like on Mixing Music Analog, it's not working. I don't know why. Sorry about that. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, or if anybody that's new here that's not a member has any questions, now's the time to ask. Again, go out to mixingmadeeasy.net if you want to become a member. It's open until Friday. Again, you're going to get you're going to get an enormous amount of training, and you're going to get this kind of feedback, not only from me, but once you're a member, you're also part of the user private forum where you can post your mix in the forum, and you'll get a lot of these guys will give you critiques as well during the course of the month. So you have a really good community over there as well to help you with your mixing chops. So I would definitely encourage you to take part in that as well. So this is the time to join. It will close until next November 2024. Get over there now and check this stuff out. Believe me, you're not going to get the detail of level of training, or just the ear training that we're doing, just like tonight. Look at all the ear training we did tonight. And that's just a fraction of what we normally do here, to really help you dialing your ears to know what to listen for, to pick things out of a mix. That's the difference between someone that kind of can mix and someone who really can mix. It all comes down to the ears. Okay. You have to be able to hear these things, pick them out, and then know how to solve the problems, right? That's part of it. So you're going to get that training here. So hopefully you guys will do that. Any questions at all? Anything for me from anybody at all? Let me know. I am here to help. And if you have any questions during the course of the month, members know you can email me anytime during the month, and I will get back to you within 24 hours and help you out in any way I can. Again, I know we're coming up on Christmas, so I know people are going to be busy. I know we're a little delayed here because I see it happening on YouTube, but it's not happening in my chat room quite yet. Okay, there we go. John says he really needs the ear training. I get lost in what sounds great. No, that's okay, man. It just takes time, John. And believe me, you're new. You're going to get tons of ear training, tons of stuff. And, in the end, what do they say? If it sounds good, it is good. And what sounds good is different for everybody. And there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of, some personal stylistic taste. So you're going to get tons of ear training and you'll get used to it. It just takes time. Braxel says 270. Yes, that's for an entire year. That's for 12 months. Okay. 12 months worth of content, $270 a year. That's the cheapest you'll find it anywhere on planet Earth. I can tell you that. And you're going to get a ton of content. But yes, you can pay monthly as well, but it's a higher price. If you pay yearly, that's where you're going to save the most money. And I try to encourage people to sign up for a year. And the reason why I do that is because, especially if this is new to you, you got to commit to this for a year. You know what I mean? If you're just going to do this for 30 days and you don't have any time, then don't waste your time or your money. The people that really get the most benefit out of it are yearly members because they're committed for a year. They just got to pay it once. You don't have to worry about it for the rest of the year. And now you got a whole year to just concentrate on the mixing. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got lives and personal lives. I get it. You can't always dedicate as many hours every month from one month to the next. You need probably, I would say, 3 to 4 hours a month is about all you really need to work on our content, okay? If you could spend 3 to 4 or 5 hours a month, which is about an hour or so a week on this, and you do the content every single month and you follow the challenges and you participate in the user forum and you submit your mix every month so we could get it critiqued a bunch of times throughout the year, your mixing chops will quadruple in quality over the course of the year, I promise you. So yes, 270 is for a year. John says, how's the weather, David? Weather, it's freezing today. 30 degrees, I think, 20 degrees, something like that. It's cold. Eagle says, do you like AutoAlign 2 as much as AutoAlign? Funny you say that. I've been using AutoAlign 2, and at first I really liked it, and now I'm starting to not so sure. I'm finding some weird phasey things when you drop it on all the tracks and it does everything under the hood. Sometimes it doesn't work out. I'm still experimenting with it. I think I like it better as AutoAlign, as much as AutoAlign, but I'm not. The verdict's still out on that. Let's see. Anybody else? Bobby says, I can't afford the yearly. That's fine. You can pay by the month, Bob. There is a monthly membership there. There is a monthly membership. There's two, but the one with the most savings is the year. So if you can only afford a month, if you can only pay month by month, that's okay. Whatever works for you, man. John says, so worth the money. Just sign up for a year and just be done with it. Yeah, that's what I tell people also too. Because again, I want you to try to commit to it. The people that commit to this are the people that get better. If you don't commit to it and you don't use the content, then don't waste your time or your money. Will the live coaching calls continue through 2024? They will, but they won't all be live. As I said a couple of months ago, there will be a coaching call just like this every single month. 75% of the time they're going to be pre-recorded and they're going to be uploaded into the members area for you guys to watch the whole episode on the second Tuesday of every month, and you will get an email when it goes into the members account so you can watch it just like it does now, but they won't all be live. And I mentioned that a couple of months ago. I did my time permitting. I'll try to do some of them live, but right now I don't have the time in my schedule anymore. And I have to try to streamline this process as much as possible if I'm going to continue to do another year here. So we will do coaching calls. They won't all be live coaching calls, but there will be one here every single month. Okay, let's see. Andres, hey Andres. Hi Dave, do you know Sonobus? It's a real high quality network audio streaming plugin. It's free and it's really easy to get set up, and we could listen to the mixes in high res. I don't know it. So no, I don't know it. I'll have to research that though, but I don't know it. But thanks for the info. I'll check it out. Yeah, over YouTube sometimes I know the audio could be a little wonky, and then sometimes it freezes or whatever, internet issues and all of that stuff. Oh yeah, Dave's got my affiliate link for Sweetwater in the chat. Thank you so much, Dave. Yeah, if you guys are shopping and you're looking for Santa to bring you some new studio gear, if you use my Sweetwater affiliate link, that really does help me. So God, I so appreciate when you guys do that. So thank you. When will you see the next Console One MK3 video? I'd love to see and learn. I got it right here in front of me. The second video goes live Friday. So the unboxing was already done. I did the walkthrough yesterday. It goes live Friday, and then it'll be a few weeks before you see parts 3, 4, and 5. But there'll be 5 parts to the Console One MK3. It's really cool. I will tell you that if you have the first one and you're thinking, is it worth the upgrade? It is worth the upgrade. And I mentioned that in the part 2 video. It's built way better. It feels way better under the hand. The layout's very similar to the first one. It's a better unit. So if you have the original one and you really like it and you're wondering, you like it, it's part of your workflow, and you like the console one and you're wondering if it's worth the upgrade, it is. If you've never used the console one, there's only 2 controllers on the market, because these are plug-in controllers, right? It'll do faders, but it's plug-in controllers. There's only 2 of all these DAW controllers that do plugins well: Softube and the UC1 by SSL. Those are the only 2 that I would ever buy to control plugins. All the other DAW controllers work. You can map parameters and stuff, but they're clunky. And I've done reviews on all of them. You guys have seen them on the channel. The only problem with SSL, if you consider it a problem, is that it only controls the SSL plugins, right? There's only a handful of plugins that UC1 controls. But if you like the SSL ecosystem and you just say, hey man, I only need 3 of their channel strips and I got all the SSL I ever need, then the UC1 is fantastic. I love it. I have one. If you want something with a little bit more flexibility and the amount of plugins that it can control, the Softube Console One might be one to look at, because it also controls not only the Softube channel strips, but all the UAD plugins as well, which is kind of cool. So I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's just a matter of the kind of plugins you like to use and that kind of stuff. The console one is really cool. So that is coming. You'll see it. And I think they're in stock at Sweetwater right now. So you may want to get them before they go out of stock, but they're coming. Braxel says, I've seen part 4 of the studio rebuild. Is there another? Yes, there's 2 more parts. You'll see those over the next 3 or 4 weeks. I think part 5 comes right after Christmas, and I think part 6 is at the end of January, I think. But yeah, they're done. You'll see them. Brian says, I hope Santa finds all of you. Good night. See you later, Brian. John says, that's right. You're in the SSL or not. Oh yeah, if with the UC1. Yeah, the UC1's great. I love it. I mean, the UC1, the UFA, I mean, all that SSL ecosystem's fantastic too. And I'm an SSL guy, so I really dig that. But the Softube's got its place too, though, man. It's just a matter of what you like, man. It's just a matter of what you like. But what I like about the UC1 by SSL, if you're into the SSL channel strips, is when you look at it, it looks just like an SSL console, and it looks just like the channel strip. And why that's important, yeah, it looks cool on your desk, but aside from that is when you reach down and go to touch it, it's an exact one-to-one that's on the screen. It's a little bit more intuitive that way, I feel. And coming from an SSL console, it was such an easy transition to it. Where the console one's a little bit different than that. It's not exactly like that kind of one-to-one experience, but it's pretty close. but that's not to say you couldn't get used to the console one pretty quick, because you can, because I've only used it a little bit. I got the muscle memory down pretty good. So again, it's just a matter of personal taste. They're both fantastic products. And I'm going to be using the console one in several of the contents for 2024 for Mixing Made Easy. You're going to see it at least 2 or 3 times. So you can see it in action too, just to see how I'm getting on with it. Bobby says, you did get the SSL and the Slate Digital deal. Oh, cool. You got the complete access pass. Yeah, that's the best. To me, that's the best plug-in bundle on the market, hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. For the price, to get all the Slate Digital and all the SSL native for $20 a month, that's insane. That's insane. I mean, it just is. That's a great plug-in bundle. So you may want to check that out. I know they still offer it. I don't think the Black Friday deal is still there, but you could still get a really good deal on that. And those are all the plugins you'll ever need. I mean, if you're not, unless you're a plugin collector, if you're just looking for a suite of plugins, those SSL Slate Digital suite, you don't need any other plugins. It's got everything you could ever need. Eagle Ray says, I'm looking for something that can control UAD plugs, Softtube Console 1. I have a UF1, it's on its way. I wonder if the two together would coexist. Yeah. You mean like the Console 1 and the UF1 by SSL? Sure. Actually, that would be probably a really cool combination, because the UF1, the single channel thing there by SSL, has the transport, stop start, has the one master fader. That's the one thing you don't get on the Console 1. You have a knob, a volume knob, that if you hold the shift key, it will change the volume fader. But the UF1 is probably a little bit more, maybe a little bit better ergonomic that way, I would think. Yeah, I would think that'd be a really good combination. The UF1 and the Console 1, and you can control your UAD plugins. That's pretty cool. That'd be a nice combination. I haven't tried that setup, but I think that would be good. Yeah, Eagle, Eagle Ray, I think you would like that a lot. And you said the UF1 meter is great. Yeah, it's got a great metering. Yeah, the UF1's a nice product. It's a little big. I mean, physically, it takes up a little bit of desk space. But if you have the real estate on your desk, that's a nice single channel unit, single channel, controller. And I think if you pair that with the Console 1, if you want the UAD plugin control, as well as then you can also get the Softtube channel strips and stuff, I think you have a cool combination there. Now, it won't control, Softtube won't, it won't control the SSL channel strips. It doesn't do that. But I think Softtube, they have an SSL model, and they have a Neve model and an API model, I believe. Yeah, I'm sure they do. So you would still get, 2 or 3 different flavors of channel strip. Plus you get all your transport controls with a nice big meter on it, and you get some plug-in UAD plug-in control. Yeah, that might be a great combination. That's a good combination. I think you'll like that. All right, cool. Do we have any other questions before we split out of here? Again, I want to thank you so much for watching. And again, I hope I see some of you new members over at mixingmadeeasy.net. You won't regret it, I promise. Yeah, I'm looking forward to everyone working with all you guys in 2024. We're going to have a great time. You guys are going to learn a ton. We're going to give away some more cool plugins. And yeah, that'll be it, man. Okay, so we're going to end it here for tonight. I want to thank you so much to all of our members. This call is recorded. So if you want to watch the replay, or if you came in late, it'll be up in your account sometime tomorrow. You'll just go and log into your account. You'll see at the top menu, you'll see an area called a menu called Coaching Call. You can use that drop down, and you'll see the last, this whole year, every coaching call from 2023 is up there. So you'll be able to watch this tomorrow if you came in late. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. I will see you guys soon. Again, Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe. And I will talk to you guys early next year. If you need me beforehand, you know where to find me. And I'll talk to you guys later. Okay? Thanks so much, everybody. Have a good one.